Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted.
That should work now. Is it working? One in the chat for picture and sound. That's what I usually start with, and I didn't do it today. I was just convinced that we had figured this out.
Order filled.
Let's assume it's working now. I'm seeing that there's some audio coming across. So let's fire up the TDG PTR Pro Trade Room. I'm not doing that either. Okay, good. We're firing up the Futures Fanatic live stream for our Funday Friday afternoon. And if you're just tuning in now, the sound should be working. I'm fading the Dow Jones a little bit here with a 2-lot up at the bands. And no, the bands are not working yet. So that's a work in progress. A whip, as they say. Good. All right. Working on the lag as well. All the things. I have a little bit of a lag when I even select these drop downs. It's getting better. So the lag's being worked on. They're caching more things. I will tell you that it is not advised to run this sucker in, I would say, anything less than 16 gig of RAM. You're probably better with 32 gig of RAM. And I know there's a lot of people that have laptops. And if you're running a VPS on a underpowered MacBook or something like that, it's probably not going to be the right environment for you. Other questions about the sale being extended for PropShop? It probably will be, folks. They say it's ending tomorrow, but I just got the code for the Warrior evals, and I should have even a better code if you want to buy some of the Gladiator, the straight to funding. But I would suggest that you don't do that. Look both ways before crossing the street. Don't eat yellow snow. If you knew the difference between good advice and bad advice, you wouldn't need any. This stream is for educational purposes. I can't tell you what to do, but if you want to follow along with what I'm doing with the challenge, I just have 5 of these $100,000 accounts. So keeping it simple, you can buy some smaller ones. And the informal challenge was, can you buy and activate the very first eval you ever do? Start fresh, people. Start fresh, young man. All right, so when I came on, I was mentioning that it's yet another day of sort of a V-bottom action in all of the stock indices. Let me go ahead and cancel these orders. I don't really want to get short even up here on a Friday. You can see the bulls got the ball for right now. They might fade the close a little bit, but
order canceled.
You can go cancel these obviously on the oh, I'm already short there, so can't fix that. And short there. All right, so short here and here. I want this one to be up at this swing level right here, which is just a little swing from yesterday before we started to fall. There might be some muscle memory right there around 59.31. It's really a crapshoot once they start to buy. Nothing to see here. We don't care what Jamie Dimon says. So I think the the Musk-Trump Oval Office thing is over. I was like, what's going on now? I'm watching what you should be watching, which is the French Open, right?
Order
That's
filled.
what we're supposed to be watching right now. Some French Open action. Nothing but French Open action.
Order filled.
And the Dow's really off to the races, as they say now, as the kids say.
Order filled.
I'm going to be.
Order filled.
I just
Order
am shorting a little
submitted.
bit here in Ninja. Really tiny starts.
Order submitted.
Maybe we could get a runaway and they just blow through everything that happened. Wouldn't be the first time. Little rope-a-dope day, you know what I mean? Where they hit you on the one side, hit you on the other side, hit you coming, hit you going.
Order filled.
All right. What we need to do is get ourselves into some trouble here. You know, it would be nice if right here. Okay, good. So 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and a 2 and a 3. 1 and a 2 and a 3. We need another one right here.
Order pending.
And another one right here. Now these bands
Order
are not
pending.
correct. We're well outside the
Order
bands.
filled.
The bands should be fixed by early next week. That's what I've been told. I've been told we're going to get a fix. No, my code does not do anything other than the same discount for now. We'll be adding something like that at some point in the future. It won't be a greater discount. As I've said before, if you use my code and then let me know, I'll give you the workspace, the template that you're seeing there for Tickblaze. So you can just do like a little one stall install, if you know what I mean. Little one stall install. All right, let's buy the bid here and see if we can scalp
Order
these on a
pending.
little
Order
pullback.
filled.
Seems like we
Order
should be able
pending.
to, maybe. This is only a one lot.
Order modified.
We didn't get that one on. It's a one lot too.
Order pending.
All right, let's go. All right, got a little short going on over here that we can scalp.
Order filled.
Oh, we top ticked it at 531. Remember 531 was that little spike high that I showed you from before. I don't think we're going to see much selling here until we get a little closer to the close. Maybe there are some market on close orders to the downside, but looks like they just bought up that diamond dip. Is that what we're going to call it? The diamond dip? You're going to have to reinstall the latest version. Going to have to reinstall the latest version. But it's a real quick install. I've also told them to potentially not have that thing where it says current and new version. Normally it would say sort of stable version and the beta, or if you want to be a little aggressive. What you want to do is always download the latest version. I'm short in one funded and long in another. No, I'm not. I'm short everything. This is all short. And I did get flagged for what they call hedging, and I appealed it, and I'm working with them
Order
to
filled.
eliminate that
Position
concern
closed.
when it comes to trading micros and doing things really small. All right, W1, let's do it. W1, hit it.
Order filled.
Top tick that too. Yeah, I'm short Dow Jones and short the MES. Short the Dow Jones and the MES. Could work, might not work. We'll see.
Order filled.
I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I wouldn't feed you if I tried. All right, so now I'm going to put in a buy stop right here and a buy stop
Order
right here.
pending.
Oops, in this account right here. Buy stop right here. just to protect those profits. See if we can run the the Dow Jones down a little further. In a couple of these accounts, we have 2 lots on, so I want to get those to 1 lots. These will be graceful exits, resell the high, resell the plus ones, the plus 2s. And
canceled.
remember, these are not really plus 2s because
Order pending.
suck it, Dow. Dude, what's going on here? Jesus.
Order filled.
Caught the top over here on Ninja. Dumb caught the top. How does he do it?
Order filled.
He just adds like a donkey. No.
Order submitted.
You just sell the level. Let me bring you over here for a second. Oh no, it starts playing the song. We just play the song. You guys see this level right here? It's almost like this stuff works. I mean, you can make things complicated if you want, but anyone sell the plus 2s there? 59.32s, which were at the same level that I was showing right over here, which was this little guy from right where before we fell. So 59.32s. Anyone get short there? 59.32s. Well, dude, you're bad. I'm just the best ever. No, I'm not the best ever. We play at home though.
Order filled.
All right. Let's see here. All right. Now, what I should really do is close a bunch of these accounts, a bunch of these orders, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let them run a little bit. Yes, they let you know when a new version is available. They send an email if you are a tick, and I'm sure they're going to do that in PropShop too. They'll just send emails and let you know.
Order filled.
Let you know.
Order submitted.
Let me see if it replays the song.
Position closed.
No, I have it off.
Order filled. Position open.
All right. So we are short over here. And do you think we can get up to the plus 2s?
Order submitted.
I think we can. We'll see. Plus 2s are 21,642. 21,642. Let me put my camera on over here so you can see me. I see that I don't have the camera on over here. There we go. Hanging out over here. See, I screwed that up. God darn it. Oh well, it was short-lived. Ephemeral, as they say. Isn't that what they say? Ephemeral?
Order
I love that
filled.
word. I love the word ephemeral. Such a good word.
Order filled. Order filled.
Ephemeral. Really should take one right here at these swings.
Order submitted.
All right, come on back up. I'll have a 3 lot. I ain't scared.
Position synchronized.
All right, so we got that going on. Now let's come over to what you should be doing is just trading the Dow Jones over here. So back on Tickblaze, 1 lot's Dow Jones. We're missing it in account number 1. So I don't have the copier going on. That'll be training for next week. Training for next
Order
week.
pending.
Country stuff is being worked on as well. Believe me, I wish it wasn't either. I want all you glorious people to join me in the PropShop challenge. But you can do this same challenge with any other firm maybe that you haven't worked with. If you look at the description down below, I have a code for Legends Trading. Code is TDG.
Order
You can get
filled.
70% off. 70% off of theirs. That's not too bad. Walk through fire for you. Just let me adore you. Down and Yeah, and I don't think I put it in here, but it's in. We can use the honor system. We can use the honor system If you want to get my Tickblaze, if you've already bought some
Open.
accounts, just send me an email at info@tradersdevgroup. Just say desktop, Tickblaze Desktop or something, and we'll hook you up. All right, right back up. Symmetrical double bottoms. Excuse me, tops. I think it makes another new high here. Tell me.
Position synchronized.
Justify for you. Such a bummer. I was over the profit objective on two $250,000 ones. That's 15 grand trading micros, people. And I got too much shit going on, so I blame the stream. And they were at I saw them there for a second, like 265, 100, and now they're at 264, 790s. So got to make it back. Got to make it back. All right. The problem is we're out of sync here.
Order filled.
And here.
Order filled.
And here. Let's get another one here. There we go.
Order filled.
Okay, now we're good. Now everything's good.
Order filled.
Walk through
Position
fire for
synchronized.
you.
Order filled.
Uh-oh. Keeps going higher. What if it keeps going higher after that? I don't know. You just hit the close button. No, I did the 100,000 just for it to take longer. Quite frankly, I did there's no more drawdown. It's the same drawdown as the account size. You can buy a 50,000 with 3,000 and 3,000. I can pass these things with $1,500 drawdowns. You don't need. I mean, do you guys see what I have on the screen here? Do you think you can handle risk on two Dow Jones when they're already at the high of the day up here? I think we'll be able to do it. Even if we don't get any kind of pullback.
Order pending.
I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to Harry at the Sphere. It's going to be good times, Harry at the Sphere. Walk through fire for you.
Order filled.
There we go. Let's take that off right here. And, we're only short one there. What's the problem here? All right, we're short two here. I can hardly wait till I get the replicator set up.
Order filled.
I got to get the replicator set up.
Order filled.
I don't know what you guys say. If you're short the YM with me here, and again, these bands are not correct. I want to say again, the bands are not correct. The way they should look is like up here. Okay, that's the proper look for the bands. So we're just outside the bands. I'm in the same short position here. I did not do ads up here at this swing, these swings that are right here. But if you are in the same position, say 1 MYM, or just put in MYM if you're short. If you're long, that's cool too. I mean, I would be taking some profits here as we get outside the bands. Just take some profits and rebuy on a decent enough pullback. You could get crazy and buy here. That'll be the target for me. I'm pretty sure I'm down today over here on no. Well, we are up $33, 65 cents, $17, $7.07, and 1 penny, or that's 10 cents. I didn't trade Tickblaze this morning at the prop shops because I was having problems with. I'm running some automated scripts too, and they were not working. They were not working. Not working as advertised. All right, what screen are we on? All right, good. Walk through fire for you.
Order filled.
Just let me adore you. You're the only one I ever know. Ooh, look at this. Here, I want to bring you over here for this. We celebrate success. Look at this. Are we the best ever? I think so. We might be. Let's buy that right there. Ooh, what happened?
Order submitted.
Okay, got a little lag there.
Order filled.
You ain't getting away from me.
Order
Sell another
submitted.
one up there and sell.
Order
Buy
submitted.
one here. Actually, I'm going to cover it this swing level. See how long this swing is? It's 2 swings back to back. So we'll see if we can get covered there. Da, 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 da.
Position synchronized. Position
Da,
closed.
da, da, da,
Order
da.
filled. Position open. Order filled. Position closed.
Ah, it's running away from us. I thought we were gonna crush it there. All right, I will be selling up here at this little swing level.
Order
See if we can
submitted.
get back up to the 433s. And we'll take one here, and we'll
Order
take one here.
submitted.
Now, real quick training on this stuff. If you want to know where to put a stop on an order that you got in up here, now I didn't get it up here, but or let's say right here. So this I've done this training a bunch of times, right? Hey Rod, where's your stops? You suck. I can't learn anything here. All right, right here, 42,373, right? Measure to your first target. Okay, or let's actually do to extended targets for right now. Okay, so just a single lot to your extended target, which will be VWAP. Okay, right here. So let's do it again. 164. You want a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio. Your target is 165. I'm not really good at math, but I think that's like half of that is 80. Put a stop 80 points above this. Okay. Now you would have almost got stopped out. If you entered here, 80 points above that is, you would have almost, no, but it held, right? Okay. And what I just taught you right here, okay, nobody else teaches. They put their stops above some bullshit swing level or a fib level or what they call structure or some order flow reverse banana or whatever the hell they do. I don't know. But what I just showed you is a dynamic entry, a dynamic target. Now, can you hold for a move all the way to this line or this line? I don't know. I'm not sure. Some people have the muster to do it, to act like a machine. Others don't. I'm not very good at it. So what I do is just trade around the whole short position. If I get a move, like look at this measured move that we just had here. You have to be taking some inventory off on this move because it was the biggest move we had on a measured basis, right? Way bigger than that one. Way bigger than that one. I mean, look at all these, right? So you get a move like that, take it to the limit one more time. So let me take you back over here. And what I'm going to do is just close these on.
Position synchronized. Position closed.
These are the
Order
same
filled.
Dow Jones shorts.
Position
I should have
open.
closed them when
Order
we were
filled.
a little lower
Position
there.
closed.
And then here you go. Not my finest work, but we didn't lose anything, and I was barely trading over here. So let's just go back to Ninja because I would like to. Oh, there we go, in 64. All right, I got to close everything in 64. All right, no more bullshit. Close.
Order filled.
What's going on here? Close
Order filled.
and close.
Order filled.
All right, there we go. We're done. All right, I don't want any more orders resting in 64. All right, let's go over here. I'm going to turn 64 off. Turn 64 off. Where is it? There we go. And turn 64 off. Perfect. Awesome. All right. Okay. Now we need the market to go back up to 533s, maybe even push through it a little bit. 5 more minutes till market on close. Just let me adore you. Anthony, do you own that stock? We don't need that stuff in the chat. Don't trade stocks. Halftime axe. Well, I'm glad you did it. I'm like an accidental YouTube guy. I did the same thing everyone did during the pandemic. Like, what am I going to do? Let's start a YouTube channel. Yeah, that's cool. Callan, don't worry. Just send an email to, here we go. Oh, we only got 1 lots on? What the hell? How do I only have 1 lots on? Maybe only 1 lots in that account. Yeah, it looks like we only have 1 lots on. God darn it. That's weak sauce. That's weak sauce.
Order submitted.
All right, the Dow, we got the
Order filled.
got the
Order
opportunity
submitted.
to take that there, sell any little pops. Ooh, 62, I got more. All right. What we got to do here is just get bigger. Yeah.
Order filled.
These accounts are so massive that
Order filled.
we can't just trade
Order
3
filled.
lots. All right, let's go here.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Go. And here, this one we're not trading anything because we just hit profit objective. And this one we hit profit objective too. So I'll just keep it going here. Really a crapshoot. I could see a little ripper back up to those highs or a little selling. Who wants to go into the weekend long? My stream is delayed by 20 seconds, so don't. If you're looking at the, I think you kind of see it in real time. I'm not exactly sure, but I think the stream is. They said it's going to end on tomorrow at like midnight, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think it'll be extended, but don't risk not getting it. Get yourself some Tickblaze. Get yourself some Tickblaze. Use code TDG-EVAL. Let's put it in here. Use that one. For sure, I'll give you my desktop. Because then we know you're part of the family. Then we know you're part of the family. Part of the family. Guys want to have fun and try to short the NASDAQ into the close? Why not? Why not? Come on. Let's not be
Order
a wuss.
filled.
Here we go.
Position open.
These are the wrong
Order
levels too, but
pending.
I know we're at
Order
least in the
filled.
offer zone, right?
Position open. Order pending.
How many times have you seen this movie? Just gonna rip it higher. 1 more minute, survey says. What do we say? Yes, Tickblaze, not the full version, not the version with the backtesting and strategy desktop, but no one cares about that. So you get just the point and click made for monkeys version, which is I love it. Let's all do it. The made for monkeys. I'm monkeying around like you are. Should we just put an order here in case it rips down?
Order pending.
Total crapshoot. Survey says.
Order pending.
And we're off. We're off to go a little higher. Walk through fire for you. Just let me adore you.
Order filled.
I'm the only one you'd ever know.
Order modified.
All right, let's go here. There we go.
Order modified.
All right. We're short. Could get our ass handed to us. Or it could work out. We'll see. Either way, I'm okay with it. You're the only one I ever knew. All right, let's just make sure all we got is 2 short Nazi. Yeah, that's all we got. What does it look like over here? All right. The sell really should be at prior POC, like right
Order
there.
modified.
That's where we would be selling our additional one, is right here outside the
Order
bands.
modified.
Suck it, NASDAQ. I don't know. We'll see. Now, in this account, I'm going to drag this into price.
Order modified.
And then
Order
in this
filled.
account, I'm going
Position closed.
I'm going to hold it for a little bit more juice.
Order pending.
See if we can get some more squeeze on the juice to justify our trading. All right, where's what are the trade? What am I? I'm not even logged into those. I'm not even logged in. Let's log into those. See what happened. Where are those accounts? Where are those accounts? I don't know. You're the only one I ever known.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
All right, 66. We're going to take this to the limit.
Order filled.
One more time. We had it, and they bought it.
Order modified.
Let's move it to this little swing level and sell another one.
Order filled.
There we go. Okay. Here we go. Scalpy.
Order filled.
All right, we got it. I like this swing level here.
Order
All right,
pending.
closing it out.
Order filled.
Survey says,
Position closed.
wiener. You are a wiener. That was fun. Now can we get to VWAP, please? Can we get to VWAP? All right. So we should have made a little bit more money. Yeah, look at that. You too can come in and trade like a drunk monkey with the proper size with micros at high probability levels and find that you lower your emotional stress. But Rod, you generate so much money in commissions. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, phony commissions in phony money. How concerned am I? How do we get your workspace? You email me, info@tradersdevgroup, and just say Tickblaze workspace. If you know that, then you'll know. If you know, you'll know. All right, let's go back over here for a second because I'm going to be flat in Tickblaze. So we got one last contract on that we're waiting for here. TCD Andy, not TDG, not TDG Andy. It's TCG Andy. I like it. Suck it, NASDAQ. What other questions do we have? Passed in their 25 trading micros, blew up 250 trading minis. All right, well, that'll do it. You're kind of on both ends of the spectrum there, buddy. Workspace, I mentioned. Could you do this with a $20,000 account and up your size, or does it work better? It's just a different game. So I have tracking accounts that I show all the time. This one is the one I mainly show. So this is a, let me bring it to the right screen. Here we go. So this is a $7,500 account, which is about the size of, oh, look at this. The NASDAQ's going right back up.
Order filled. Position open.
I'm going to fade you right up here. Are you gonna come get me? Looks like it is.
Order submitted.
Look at this. This is a fun, silly Friday. Here we go.
Order
Boom.
filled.
All right. So where was I talking about? Oh, this is a live account that I keep at about $7,500. I've been pretty vocal about the fact that it hasn't made any money
Order modified.
in the last.
Order filled.
In the
Position
last
open.
like couple months because I really haven't been doing anything with it. But the answer is no. This is a different thing. I'm showing you how you can trade micros using leverage across accounts and copiers. And by the way, what I'm doing over on Tickblaze right now, I don't even have a copier going on. So it's just all, I mean, we might get all the way up to the +2s here.
Order canceled.
See if we get a really crazy close. It's been a while since I've seen these closes, but they happen. That could really happen. They know the aerodynamic of the cliff. So I'm out of sync here. We need to get a 2-lot on over there. No, it says I have a 2-lot. I don't know what's going on. Oh, maybe we're out of sync. No, we're not. I don't know. Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? What the hell account is this? 60, 76, and 644. There's already 2 in here. Oh, this one, no. What account is this? What is TDA? Oh, this is Tradeify. Oh, all right. I was
Order
like, what accounts are those? I can't keep track of all these. Anyone like Tradeify? I hate their consistency rule. I don't like consistency. I'll show you a stop in just a second if this thing rips in the wrong direction. I'll show you a stop if it rips in the wrong direction. Come on, rip in the wrong direction so we can educate the people. No, there's none there. There's none there. There's none there.
Order filled.
We need it to go up to 466. Get up to 466. We got a strong close from everything else here, including the Dow and the S&P, but we're out of the S&P. You could sell 59.35s. Dow Jones, we need a little move in our favor. That's good. Take that.
Order filled.
And this is enough of a pullback here.
Order filled.
Because now we need to sell the next little pop. God, once Harry gets in your head, here's the short over here. So I'm just gonna buy market,
Order
close
filled.
that, and we got one here too. So we'll just buy the ask there.
Order filled. Position
And
closed.
back up here, we got that's a good enough pullback. That's good enough. Let's run a little buy stop here. Put a buy stop in.
Order submitted. Order filled.
And we got I want to get back
Order
in.
submitted.
Pop me up, baby. We're down $300 in these accounts. You're the only one I ever known. You're the only one I ever know.
Order filled.
All right, let's see here. 62 is short a bunch over here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to close 1 and 2.
Order filled.
Come on.
Order filled.
There we go. Ooh, look at this. This worked out. See, I didn't know what these accounts were. Those ones are flat, but these ones are
Order
almost
filled.
making money. Gotta love the Friday closes. What are we gonna do? Gonna rip up there
Order
again?
filled.
Maybe we can get up here. Come on.
Order submitted.
Hit it.
Order
There we go.
filled.
Nice. All right. Go a little higher, please. What account are we on? What screen are we on here? All right, good. We're on the right screen. All right. Oh, back up. Welcome to this episode of Random Price Action Theater.
Order canceled.
You can sell
Order
right there
submitted.
at 42 413s. And here on the S&P, if we get a
Order
big
submitted.
ass pop up there, let me get this NASI to come down a little bit. I don't know, for those that say occasionally that I don't show red numbers, there's some red numbers on these series of accounts right here. But what's great is this is a passing of a 250. I haven't done that in a couple years. I did 250, so there's one that's passed, and then here's another one that's passed. So I will have 7 PAs from Apex, and then a bunch of these are also funded accounts from other firms. And yes, I lost $27 in the live account again. Gosh darn it. All right, let's scale out here.
Order filled.
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 Scale out. No, that one we already, these two, we're good. Scale out here.
Order filled.
Take those ones were flat. One more here.
Order filled.
Take profit. These are some
Order
new
filled.
150,000 take profits. The other take profits were boring
Order
me,
filled.
so I went up to 150. Ooh, we lost how much money in this account today?
Order submit. Order filled.
$55. I'll take it. All right, let me bring you back over here to the Tickblaze screen, and this is the process that I'm sure you guys all want to go through too. So look at this. This was a nice little trade, right? So we're going to close
Order
that.
filled.
Go back to
Position closed.
accounts and see that, in that account we did okay. Could you imagine if you were just paying attention to a few things, how well you could do? Positions are flat. Orders, we're going to come here and right click and cancel all orders.
Order canceled.
And then I have our trader up as well right now, which you don't necessarily need to have up. But I do. And then now we're going to go back over to positions. Come over here. And then usually on Ninja, what I do, since it gets a little complicated with all this shit, is I'll just kind of close them individually. See, this is a mistake. These two accounts are long because I was on the wrong side of the
Order
copier.
filled.
So what we're going to do is fall, baby.
Order filled.
Cancel
Order
that
filled.
and this. These NASI shorts.
Order filled.
Okay, so now all we're in is a one lot short of the Dow. So we can come over here and just trail a little stop.
Order submitted.
And there we go. Bum, bum, ba, da, ba, da. All right. Well, happy birthday, Halftime Axe. Tron, you're starting to feel like a little bit of a troll. I am scared of being rich. Richer. It's difficult to be rich. The toughest thing is allocating the funds to the greater good. Well, that's what I should do. Yep, let's put on a mini. Yep, this is just boring, folks. A single lot, Dow Jones, 40, 40, 70, 77. Just add all this up. It sucks to be to have not a lot of stress, manageable positions, never more than a 3 or 4 lot on in the Dow, never more than a 2 lot in the NASDAQ. S&P can be up to 3 to 4 depending. I don't use footprint.
Order
Nope, don't have any
filled.
of that going on. All right, we're stopped out. We're done. Done with that for our Funday Friday. Let me just come over here to Control Center. Where the hell is that? Oh, see? Now these accounts are long.
Order filled.
So let's just do that and then come over here and we got to cancel all these orders.
Order canceled.
Done. All right. Any more constructive questions for the weekend? The ones I've answered is I don't know if the sale is extended beyond tomorrow. The sale is till tomorrow. I don't know when European customers will be able to purchase PropShop if you want. I don't know exactly how all the flagging and appeal stuff is going to work yet. I sent in my first email on that. So yeah, let's just bring this over here too, so you can see the full results of. Where is this real quick? So pop in any other questions because I got like one more minute and then we'll be done. You're the only one I've ever done. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. This is kind of cool. So 264, 263, 262, 265. These are always in order, everybody. Sometimes I buy different size accounts out of order, but these are all in order. And now we're going to have PA 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and then I'll activate this one, which will be 31. And then these four more eventually. Probably never going to activate these. And then, I don't know, then I'll be able to show off to all you if you care. Then I really do say why trade. You should have a live account always because you need to know how the game really works. But as long as this game's going to hold up, why not play it? A TPT-EVAL. I bought some take profit evals right here and here. I bought the 150s. Since you can only have 5 at a time, I have the other 5 that are just there but not activated. They wouldn't let me break up into 2 different logins, so yeah, it's possible to get there with micros for sure. For sure. Okay, no other questions. How long on average would you say it takes to pass a 50 eval using? I don't know your skill set. I don't know how long you've been at it. I don't know your discipline level. I don't know what strategy you trade. What I can tell you is if you come into our group and you learn what we're doing and you follow along with the framework, you don't follow along with what I'm doing. There ain't no way you can follow along with what I'm doing. I'm not purposely trying to confuse anybody. It's just that it doesn't do anyone any good to say, I'm in the Dow, I'm here, I'm doing that. What I do ask is I say, hey,
the market is closed.
I'm in this position here, I'm short or I'm long. Is anyone else in this? And once you understand the theory and logic behind what we're doing, you'll understand, oh, that was in the offer zone, that was in the bid zone. I do my best to call out anytime I'm making shit up and just spraying out some orders here at not really valid areas. The other thing about how long does it take with a tighter risk budget where you should start with a $250 to $300 risk budget, it's going to take you a little bit longer because you can easily get caught and have 2, 3, 4, 5 big R days when you're first starting out. Now those should not be constant and in a way in which you're just drawing down your account and blowing up and getting really close to the major drawdown. If you're doing that, then you're not doing it right on the upside. But let me show one last time. I show the Discord quite a bit because this is the channel that I want to really get going with. And we've really had a couple superstars emerge. I mean, look at what Janelle and Arthur are doing alone. I mean, this is just awesome. And then this is me, as I've said, and I do 5,500 twice a month. This is the payouts that I've done since from these accounts, and this needs to be updated because I took another one on the 24th or something like that, 3 or 4 days ago. See these denied ones? This was the whole video I did on. It was good to get denied there because I was able to say, hey, you know what? This hedging thing, when you have a concern about someone being long or short a couple MES and a couple MNQ at different times of the frickin' day in an account that overall has less than a 11% ever peak to trough drawdown, don't do that. So that was a good thing to happen. These were the ones I took out to take profit just to see what they were doing. Just small amounts. They actually take they take their cut from the very beginning. Anyway, I've scrolled through this before. Come join our group. I need more people doing this. This is what this is all about. All right, everybody, that will be it. Stay green, trade like you mean it. Have a great weekend. You can always find out everything about TDG over here on my website, tradersdevgroup.com. If you're just coming in late and you have used the coupon for TDG is called it's called TDG-EVAL for the PropShop. Code for PropShop. And I'll update it in the description of this video afterwards. So it'll be in there. All right. And then if you want the workspace that you see on the screen, well, you don't see it on the screen right now, but if you want this workspace, one-click install. Let me get all this shit out of the way so you can see it. If you want this workspace, which is a 30-minute volume profile chart and a Renko volume profile strategy, which we call stay in your lane. I haven't mentioned this in a while. Just remember, when the volatility, the ATR, the amount of range in the day is 100% or greater, there's like a 92% chance that price will stay within the bands. If you even eliminate that on every single trading day for the last 22 years, the S&P stays within 2 standard deviations of VWAP during the cash session from the 9:30 bell to the 4 o'clock close. I don't know what else you need to know than that. So what that means, let me do a really quick piece of training here just to end the month, okay? This S&P right here, the MES, the ATR is 90 points, okay? If you have 90 points of range, 90 points of range, the probability that price will stay within 2 standard deviations, it's not a probability, sorry, the amount of time is almost 92% of that what is it? It's how many 30-minute candles are in the trading session? 13, right? Something like that. 6.5 hours. You do the math. Price is going to stay within those 2 standard deviation bands. Does that mean that shorting 2 standard deviations above is a 90% win rate? No, it doesn't mean that. In fact, people that mention win rates of trading strategies, and there are some well-intentioned people who actually think they're teaching something by promoting a win rate. Win rate is the dumbest thing you could ever focus on. With the strategies that I'm teaching here, you're going to find that you have about a 62% win rate. The most important thing you have to look at is your average loss versus your average win. And with what I'm teaching here, and if you obey your daily risk budget, you're going to get close to 50-50. Some will be a little higher, some will be a little lower. And with around a 60 to 65% win rate, you're just printing money. Okay? But when you hear about these high win rates and this kind of stuff, it's just nonsense. It's the equivalent of the bullshit, condor strategies they used to always teach. I win 91% of the time, except for when you get destroyed and give it all back. So that's all you really need to learn, is to understand what is the probability of the range, and we just use a 7-day ATR. So right now it's 90 in the S&P, it's 620 in the Dow Jones, it's 400 in the MNQ. Check out other streams. Go listen to other people. I do it just as a sanity check every once in a while, to make sure that just about everybody else out there is insane. They just have a chart up and they're just going, well, it's doing this and it's doing this and it looks like it's pushing here. And look, if you come into my room, do we talk a little bit about what we think might happen? Of course, that's just how it works. But, oh, it's pushing up here, the bulls are here, that's there, here's a bubble, here's a volume profile, here's a cliff, here's this. And then you go on these streams, and I'm going to be disparaging because I hope they never invite me, and if they do, I won't go on them. TopStep has a TV show. Tradeify has a TV show now. Funded Futures Network has a TV show now. My Funded Futures has a TV show now. And it's mostly all bullshit. I think they're well-intended. They're trying to help people. But I have never once, ever heard someone, I've heard people talk about the average daily range a little bit. Here's the average daily ranges, but not a meaningful statistical backtesting ability to look at the average true range over a period of time and know what the probability is of a range that you're working with. Even if you don't do that, just look at the prior session high and low. Just the prior session high and low. And if you're going to do mean reversion strategies, tend to favor them when we're inside the prior session's range. If we're outside of the prior session's range, either don't trade or don't do that. It really is that simple. Now, on a outside down day, which the market did get here as an example, we can call this like the Jamie Dimon sell-off, which is essentially what this was today. He said, I don't know, things are uncertain. He's talked that bullshit his entire career. Who has respect for these guys? I don't understand. Like, honestly, I don't get it. So he runs a huge international bank. Who gives a shit? Ackman, Carl Icahn. That doesn't benefit. If you're here to try to learn how to day trade, how to manage risk and day trade, what I was getting at is the reason for this catalyst doesn't really matter. Once we get into an outside day down, I should have a bid zone thing here. Bid zone, okay? By the way, you get these drawing objects too, okay? So price is below the prior session's low, right? These are actually the best times because the market has a positive skew to it. So I'd much rather be buying on an outside day down, trying to find a bottom or pick bottoms, than fading strength on outside day ups. That's nearly impossible because the market has this positive bias to it all the time. But the key is just to understand this is the range for the prior day, right? Ruler. Okay. So the prior range was 122 points. Is 122 points greater than the ATR that I showed you, which was 90? It absolutely is. All right. So the prior range, we had some vol expansion. Today, we had no vol expansion. We traded today the entire day between basically, I don't know, the highs we made there at 59.30 and these lows here at 58.853. So there was, 80 points. So just shy of what the expected ATR would be. All right. Brad says he wants to host TDG TV. Yeah, I know. That'll be great. The market analyzer on Tickblaze needs some work, as you can probably tell. So I can't organize the columns properly now or the rows. So that's in the works as well. We probably would have had a lot of this sooner, except my emphasis was on the strategy desktop, and then it turns out no one wants to use the strategy desktop. So, or very few people are qualified to use the strategy desktop. So we will have that. Yes, the answer is you can do the concept of assigning a value to an indicator right now, but it just doesn't look as pretty as Ninja at all, because you can't organize these columns in any kind of meaningful way. In other words, as you add the symbol, that's where the symbol is, and then you can't move things around. It's just very difficult to create. So we're working on that. All right. Okay. I'm a free product manager for you guys. All right. That will be it. Thanks for letting me go on my little tirade. And much love to anyone who's watching this, who's streaming on those other services. I know you're well intended, but just gives people simple stuff. You know, if you're confused at all about where to put a stop or a target or whatever, deal with that later. Simple stuff. These lines are incorrect right now. I want to say it one more time. They're incorrect, but let's say they were correct. You sell or go short here. You cover here or cover here, right? Sell or go short here, cover here, cover here. If you have the risk budget and you're familiar with some of these things, and it happens to be at a level that's similar to a range trader level, which is the chart on the left that I won't show right now, you can begin to campaign short all the way in here. Anywhere in here, just campaign short, campaign short. If it comes up here and gets you filled and starts going higher and higher and higher, what do? Hit the close button. If you want to come up with a risk reward and a reward to risk, just measure the distance between your entry and your next target, and then do the math accordingly and put a stop there. That way it's completely dynamic, and it's based on every factor of it is dynamic. Your entry is dynamic, meaning it's somewhere in the offer zone, or it's not at a well-known sort of session level. The only static things that we trade are the prior session highs and lows, because by the time you get to prior session high and low, you generally are at a little bit of an extreme, and you're at a level in which the market's going to make a decision. Do I want to stay inside the prior session's range, or am I going to break outside the prior session's range? All right, we got the gardeners here now, so that will officially be it. Stay green, trade like you mean it.